Welcome back to the tarp camp. It's been about 9 months since I've been here. I'm happy to say that it's holding up pretty good. The tripod for the tarp is still standing and firm. My little chair is doing good. The back posts are still upright. And the base, I just have it out back, leaning up against a tree in an effort to keep it from rotting. The table is still standing and firm. The only real issue that I see is that this aspen tree has fallen across basically right over top of my fire pit. It's pretty scary. It's only maybe 10 feet away from where I sleep. We did have some pretty extreme windstorms throughout the fall and the winter, and this tree just wasn't up to the task. Kind of got some cloudy cover today, the odd bit of sunshine, but it is still fairly cool. It's only about 10 degrees right now. Got some winds rolling too. Hopefully they'll die down before the end of the day and we'll have a nice calm night out here. Alright, let's get to cutting this tree up. Well, that wasn't too bad at all. Managed to get that log cut up and moved out of the way. The remaining portion of that tree that's still standing, you can tell there's some rot in it. I managed to get the portion that was hanging off of it taken down. So now it's just a, 15-foot stump or so. Not tall enough that it will reach my camp from where it's standing. So it's no longer a hazard. Feels good to get that out of the way. Get the camp back in action. Now it's time to, I guess, get busy setting up camp. Home sweet home. Feels good to be back. this isn't too bad. Found a nice little spot here. I can get some water. Now, I guess I should get my pot hanger set back up. Before I left this camp in the summer, I stashed a few things back here, leaning up against these big trees, one of which was my arm for my pot hanger. Still seems to be in good condition. I also stashed my bow drill set, which is still here. The bow drill set that I used to start the fire at this camp last summer. That's pretty cool. And then this was the stick I used for the bow. Well, fire's still going good. I think I'm gonna get to making myself an early supper. Still got lots of daylight left, but getting hungry, so might as well. Just whittling up a little forked stick here so I can do some grilling. Oh man, those are good. That's the way to cook them, till they're good and crispy on the outside. Oh, so good. Campfire classic for sure. Hard to beat. Well, that is the completed spatula. I don't really know why I went with this shape, but just started carving and it kind of worked out. It's very unique, I'll say that, but it should do its job just fine and help me cook my breakfast tomorrow. So while I was carving that, made myself another pot of tea, so now I'm just gonna sit here, relax, enjoy the campfire a bit. Well, good morning. It was a really nice night out here, actually. Very calm, no wind, just still, very quiet, very peaceful. That was until about 7 o'clock this morning, and the geese started honking like crazy, so that was my alarm clock. But really good sleep out here. Just enjoying a cup of tea and get the day started. Well, we got our breakfast sandwiches. It's a pork sausage patty and an egg. Oh man. Oh, look at that. A thing of beauty. Yeah, these breakfast sandwiches are hard to beat. Pretty easy to pack too. Egg, your sausage patties, or even bacon, some bread, and some salt and pepper. Very easy to pack and to keep out in the bush. Well, that was one heck of a good meal. Join my pipe for a little after breakfast snack. The new spatula is working great. Quite like it. Probably use this one back at home. I need a new one for cooking in all my cast iron cookware. My old one's getting pretty worn, so yeah, probably dedicate this one for at-home use, but it was a pleasure to use today. I'm also pretty impressed with this skillet. Just an aluminum skillet. I showed this before. Aluminum skillet that I've seasoned, same way I do cast iron. Has the removable handle. Yeah, works really good. No sticking whatsoever. And nice size for the pack, that's for sure. So really not much left for me to do here. I'm gonna let this fire completely die down, then I'll soak it at least 3 times. I usually try to do that. Soak it, stir it, soak it, stir it, soak it, stir it. Make sure that there's absolutely no residual heat because the conditions are just so dry. Definitely don't want to be starting a wildfire. So we'll be very careful. I will say that I am quite pleased with this camp. It's exactly what I wanted it to be. A place I can come to, just have a real simple camp set up and focus on spending time in the outdoors, and whether that be like this trip, just a nice relaxing outing, or perhaps building something or working on a wood carving or woodworking project. This camp is really great to have. I think there's a few things that I want to add for sure, one of which might be another chair. I do really like this one, but once the wind switches and starts blowing the smoke in your face, then you're forced to start sitting on the stump. So maybe that'll be a good project to tackle this summer. Come out here and build a more elaborate chair for the camp and a few other things as well. But for the most part, I am quite pleased. So really there's not much left for me to do here. Just gotta make sure that my fire is completely out. I'll get myself packed up, loaded up, and then hit the trail. I won't bother boring you guys with those details. So if you made it this far, thank you for watching. Really appreciate you tuning in and supporting the channel, and I hope that you'll join me in the next one. God bless and happy trails.